Problem number 3. A body is projected at t is equal to 0 with a velocity 10 meter per second at an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal. The radius of curvature of its trajectory at t is equal to 1 second is capital R. Neglecting air resistance and taking acceleration due to gravity, g is equal to 10 meter per second square, the value of r. तो एक प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन की बात हो रही है जिसमें at t is equal to 0 initial velocity is 10 meter per second and the projectile is projected at an angle 60 degree. Let's say this is initial velocity and this is u is equal to 10 meter per second and initial angle is 60 degree, theta is equal to 60 degree. This has been given. Let's say this is t is equal to 1. At this time t is equal to 1 second. The projectile is here. Let's say at t is equal to 1 the velocity is v, whose direction is such that and radius of curvature, suppose this is the center and this will be the radius of curvature capital R. We have to derive the value of radius of curvature. So at t is equal to 1 second, first we find the velocity. At t is equal to 1 second, let's say this velocity v we can divide it to perpendicular direction along horizontal and along vertical direction. The horizontal component is, let's say this is Vx and vertical component is Vy. Now what is Vx and Vy? What is Vx and Vy? We divide this initial velocity also into components along, this is u cos theta and this is u sin theta, where u is equal to initial velocity is that 10 meter per second and theta is initial angle, it is that 60 degree. So we know that the horizontal component u cos theta remains constant throughout the motion as the acceleration due to gravity g is perpendicular to u cos theta. So at t is equal to 1 second, the horizontal component, it is that Vx would also be u cos theta. It is that u is 10 and cos 60 degree, it is that it will be 5 meter per second. And what will be the Vx? Vy, what will be the Vy? We derive this component using the one dimensional motion equation. It is that v is equal to u minus at, where v is final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is the deceleration and t is time. So what we will put here, u is the initial velocity, along vertical direction the initial velocity is u sin theta. So u will be replaced here as u sin theta. And what is the acceleration? G, and time is 1 second, and v will be replaced as vy. So vy is u sin theta minus g. Now put the values. U is 10 sin 60 degree minus g is 10. So this will gives us 5 root 3 sorry, this gives us 5 root 3 minus 10. Now this is the value of Vx and Vy. And 5 root 3 is less than 10, so we take here the mod, and mods gives us 10 minus 5 root 3. So what is the value of V? V square is Vx square plus Vy square. Vx square is 5 square plus 10 minus 5 root 3 whole square, and this gives us, after calculation, this gives us 200 minus 100 root 3. This is V square. And what is the value of angle theta made with the horizontal? This is, let's say this angle is alpha. So alpha, what is alpha? Alpha is the angle made by V. It is that velocity at t is equal to 1 second, velocity at t is equal to 1 second with the horizontal. It is alpha. So what is the value of alpha? We know that tan alpha gives us Vy by Vx. So let's put the values. Vy is 10 minus 5 root 3 and Vx is 5. So this gives us value of alpha, and from here we get the value of alpha is 15 degree, nearly 15 degree. So we calculate the velocity at t is equal to 1 second and the angle made by the velocity at t is equal to 1 second. Now let's draw the whole picture. Here acceleration due to gravity is along this side, and the centripetal or radial acceleration is AR. This is our center. Let's say this is our center O. So radial acceleration is along this direction O. So what is the value of radial acceleration? We know that from the expression of centripetal acceleration, the expression is what is the expression of centripetal acceleration? It is AR is equal to V square by R. AR is equal to V square by R. And what is the angle between G and R? It will also be the alpha. Why? Because G is perpendicular to Vx. So this angle, we draw this in broad picture. This is, let's say this is Vx, and this is G. Angle between them is 90 degree, and this is our AR, and this is V. This is Vx. This angle is alpha, and when the angle between G and Vx is 90 degree. So this angle and all this angle is 90 degree, and we know that the acceleration, radial acceleration, is always perpendicular to the velocity. So angle between V and air is 90 degree. So this whole angle is 90 degree. This whole angle is 90 degree. So this is 90 minus alpha, this angle. It is that angle between Vx and air is 90 minus alpha, and the angle between Vx and G is 90 degree. So this angle clearly gives us angle alpha. So what is air? We can write that air is G cos alpha. From this equation we can get the value of r. R is equal to V square by G cos alpha. Now let's put the values. V gives us, V square gives us 200 minus 100 root 3, and G is 10 and alpha is 15 degree. So put the values, and these values nearly equal to 2.78 meter, and this is option B. So this is our answer. Thank you.